Hey everyone, and welcome back to
Shake It Baby.
Hope you enjoyed yesterday's video. If you haven't seen it yet, you can find it linked in the description. Here's some gameplay from a game called Steep that I've been playing with the boys recently. It's this really cool game where you can essentially do a bunch of extreme winter sports trials and stuff in these like massive open world mountains and stuff, and it's really fun. This month I've got 3 slammers in various genres like I usually do, so let's get to it. Johnny Jewel and his Italians Do It Better label have been cornering the market for the last 2 decades or so, with atmospheric synth-pop and synthwave drowned in a heavy flood of reverb and female singers bathed in a wash of neon and film references. It's an undeniable aesthetic, and one that I'm head over heels for, that he's cultivated with bands like Chromatics, Desire, Symmetry, Glass Candy, his solo work, composing for films and making albums, and label mates, just to name a few, Farah, In Mirrors, Heaven, and most recently, Lena Volney. I think I'm pronouncing that right, maybe? Lena Volney just dropped their new single on the label, Red Rum, and my lord, it's a bop. Lead singer Masha Zinovich seamlessly weaves between speaking her lyrics to the listener with an undeniable sensual tension and breaking out into that powerful, breathy singing delivery that's become synonymous with the label. I absolutely adore the production on this track as well, with a thumping heartbeat bass line peppering the shimmering analog synth patches that get progressively more and more prominent in the mix as the lyrics delve into more erotic imagery. It's a very effective way at conveying the atmosphere that Lena Volney is trying to establish. A hazy, smoke-filled room, dreamlike in quality, accompanied by a woman in a black lingerie and a bottle of expensive red wine waiting for you to join her on the bed with a red canopy curtains. At 6 minutes, it feels like a song that utilizes every second to tell a story and beautifully weave a dense instrumental palette that's filled to the brim with fun synth work, a killer bass line, and drums that give a lovely texture to everything that's going on alongside them. Absolutely check this one out.
I know you planned this from the beginning. Is this what you always do? Don't tell me.
Slow Crush is a really cool band from Belgium that's been making super intense shoegaze music with a sound that's heavier and more crushing than other shoegaze bands that I've heard recently. Gotta say, I'm a big fan of this direction. Glow is the opening track off of their 2018 debut album, Aurora. And I gotta say, I'm kind of upset that I haven't heard of these guys sooner, because Aurora would have definitely been in my top 5 of 2018 had I heard it then. I love the chugging, heavy guitars that lead in the track with a vicious intensity, accompanied with some pretty awesome drum leads as well. The bass lines are chunky and awesome, and of course there's that classic shoegaze sound that sounds like a motorcycle redlining it down the Autobahn. You know the sound. In classic shoegaze fashion, the vocals are semi-obscured and clouded by a heavy shroud of reverb that I've really grown to love about shoegaze bands. However, looking up the lyrics really shows that they have a knack for not only making a compelling atmosphere with their unique sound, but also painting a detailed yet abstract picture of a relationship ebbing and flowing with the waves in the ocean. I've always had a soft spot for art comparing the things that exist beyond our control in the natural world to the problems that we face in the physical world. Slow Crush does it here with a large degree of success. Definitely give these guys a listen if you're into shoegaze, or just want a really well-rounded rock record with a unique sound.
I might be a fool, but I'm not feeling too foolish. I bet you're creeping around.
Daisy is another band that I wish I knew about sooner, and I'm endlessly thankful to my friend Brian for showing them to me. Specifically their song Daydreaming, a massive 6-minute epic that completely took me off guard when I heard it for the first time. I have not stopped listening to it since. Daydreaming creeps up on you as a 2-parter of a song, with the first being a really sweet and sultry R&B jam with some lovely surf rock guitar influences and some lovely lyrics from the titular Daisy herself. The lyrics evoke the death of a relationship through alcoholism. Evoking the encore at a smoky LA jazz club in the middle of the night, there's an emotional potency here that Daisy sells with the utmost confidence that permeates throughout the rest of the first part of the song that I absolutely adore here. But then, the bass line comes in. And after that bass line hits, we're transported to a completely different world. One that wouldn't have been strange to find inhabiting a summer filled with Warped Tour and running through the streets of Brooklyn with your best friends. Yes, this song turns into a jazzy punk anthem filled to the brim with angelically powerful vocal deliveries, a blaring horn section that is 1000% on their game. The first and second parts of the song are night and day, and frankly, this should not have worked one bit, but by God does it work. I'm an absolute sucker for a good transition in a song, a la The Night's Beat Switch from Frank Ocean's Blonde. And man, does Daisy hit the nail on the head with how a good transition should be done. There's also a lovely little moment at the end of the song with what sounds like the band and friends of the band congratulating each other. It's mad wholesome and a really sweet way to end a song that deals with some pretty heavy themes. Point is, this song is amazing, this band is amazing, and super talented, and if you haven't checked them out yet, make them your new musical obsession. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.